Retakes are confusing. There's an endless amount of retakes you can learn from a lot of different players, but they're most likely useless. They could be too flashy or just simply too hard to consistently do. So I'm going to show you all of the most useful retakes that anyone can learn starting now. All right, I'm going to start you guys off with one of the easiest retakes in the game. It's literally just a ramp rush, but instead of going up one layer like how I'm doing right now, you're going up two by placing a platform and a stair and running into it like you're starting at 90, and then you're going to jump on the opposite side of your next ramp that you placed. You can just keep repeating this and you will go up 2 layers every single time. It's literally the easiest thing in the world. I do this when I see somebody far in front of me and I want to get hype before the build fight even starts. The first thing you want to learn after ramp rushing is definitely how to side jump. All my side jumps are protected. I make sure this wall or the other wall that I'm going to side jump from is mine before I side jump. If I'm up top and I feel like you're going to side jump, literally all I'm going to do is place a wall, edit it through like this, and then when you go to side jump, I could either shoot you or I could go a step further, place a ramp and then edit it. So if you jump into this, there's literally nothing that you could build and you just have to challenge me. I have 4 side jumps that I always do. Number 1 is the high wall. I could either cone this layer, or if he goes up before I add this cone, I have a high wall right here, so I can edit through this. I could either go for some piece or I could go for a shot on him. Another variation of the first side jump is going with your momentum by adding more builds, swinging a cone over, and then finishing through on the other side. My second side jump is to land on the front of your stair with a cone over your head, mostly so you could just go into another retake. The third side jump is you land on the front of your ramp again with a ramp above your head so you can go right into another retake. Or you can side jump, put walls in a cone, and then land on the stair. And my last side jump is the hardest to do. Place your protective wall, side jump, place a cone over the wall as you're side jumping, and then you can catch yourself with the stair. It takes a lot of crosshair placement practice to get this down, but once you get it, you can do it pretty consistently. An easier way to do this too is just place the floor first and then go up and look over the cone. But obviously if you side jump first, your opponent's already probably going to be jumping, so you want to do that before you catch yourself. Now, right before we get into the advanced retakes, I want to show you guys 3 quick ways to build up with awareness, because most of the time players go into retakes when they aren't even necessary. All right, let me explain. Everyone knows the fastest way to build towards height in Fortnite is by doing 90s. You can't 90 against a good player because you'll leave your back exposed and you'll get shot every time. So you start going right into a retake, but there are ways to go up while your opponent is looking for a shot that will get you hyped before you even start a retake. There are infinite front wall 90s, reverse 90s, and protected low ground 90s. If you master these 3 90s, you will build with awareness way more and use retakes way less, I promise you. Now I'm going to show you some of my advanced retakes that I use, and after I'm done, I'm going to break down a few clips for you guys. Now I'm gonna break down a few clips I got while playing. Not all of them are retakes, but they will help your mindset in terms of fighting. The first clip, I was playing late game arena and I wanted Height to win the game. So I found Height, which probably didn't know I was that close, and I hit a clean shot to crack his shield. Then I instantly placed a wall right after I shot to make sure I could finish the kill if I didn't get shot back. I started a continuous edit, which is an edit I start with a window for piece control to see how my opponent reacts, if he reacts at me or panics. And as you can see, he obviously panicked, so I continued the edit and I made the window into an open wall so I could finish the box and hit one last shot to end things. I was playing build fights for this clip and I started with a fully protected retake because this player was playing really aggressive. Then I went into a protected 90 from low ground and took Height by chain editing my cone by catching it with my floor, then placing a wall so I could edit down really quickly for the quick kill. In this third clip, I was getting sprayed non-stop, so I decided to relocate. Then I heard someone below me. Usually I would try to crouch and go for a sneaky shot, but I chose to be really aggressive, taking all the pieces around me while still protecting myself and changing layers. I found who was below me and I instantly stopped building to go for a shot because if I went for piece first, he would have shot me and I would have just basically pieced myself. I happened to hit a crazy headshot and ended the fight right there, but he still would have been dead because I finished building around him, so even if I didn't kill him, he wouldn't be able to get out easily. This clip, I went up damage by editing my wall and cracking my opponent's shield when he didn't expect it. Then I did 2 fully protected retakes to see if he was going to play aggressive to get his damage back. He didn't, so I started a continuous retake, hit a super protected side jump, and chain edited towards my opponent while he stopped to take a shot at me. I realized I had Height, so I kept chain editing towards him and listening to his footsteps and edited down. Then I took the wall closest to him, opened it, and then reset the wall into a better peak so I could headshot him easier and end the fight. For the 5th clip, I wanted Height again, so I started making my way up some layers. Then I saw my opponent and he didn't build around himself at all. So I did something a lot of good players do, which is start closing the gap by going around and taking all the pieces that weren't claimed already. And I took him off guard because before he knew it, I had a wall on him and I managed to get a cone above him before I even placed the wall. And since I already took him off guard, I knew he was going to panic, so I edited through my wall and killed him before he could even fully react. For the last clip, I had to 2v1 in arena, so I had to play smarter than usual. I tried playing sneaky and then going for piece so I could get a kill before the teammate came in, but he got closer to me than I expected, so I shot him twice with my thunder. Then when I realized that I didn't get the knock, I used my movement to hopefully make it harder for him to hit his shots. Then I finally knocked him with my AR and I knew I couldn't get the finish, so I made my own box. Then I added pressure on the teammate to revive by getting my knock as weak as I could. He tried taking him to another box and I got one last tag before I was out of shotgun shells. I knew he was about to make an open right hand edit against me, so I used the stair as cover. Then I took his weak wall with my AR and I finished the box, so if the teammate got out, then I could finish my first knock or I could turn into an instant aim duel. And I don't know why, but I don't lose many fights with my AR, so I ended the fight instantly. I haven't done anything tutorial related in a while, so tell me if you liked it or what you want to see from me in the future. Alright guys, see you in the next video. Peace.